Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this episode I'll be teaching you how to make the ranunculus flower. Ranunculus, I got no idea guys, just go with it. As always I have my butter in my standing mixer and I'm going to start just beating it until it becomes nice and soft. I'm going to add in my caster sugar and beat until fluffy. I'm going to add in my vanilla bean paste, or you could always just use your vanilla extract. And then add in your eggs one at a time until incorporated. Add in your sour cream. And sour cream is what makes your cupcake nice and fluffy and moist. I love this ingredient. Add in your milk, or your buttermilk. And then I'm going to add all my dry ingredients in as well. And let that come together until combined. Just like that. Add in your blueberries. Cream scoop, I'm going to evenly distribute my batter between the cases, and I'm trying not to fill them too high because you don't want them to peak over the actual height of the cupcake case, because when we put the frosting you want it to be nice and level. Bake your cupcakes in a preheated 180-degree oven, and that's for about 18 to 22 minutes. My cupcakes baked for about 20 minutes, and I'm just going to let them cool down for another 5 or 10, and then we'll transfer them onto a cooling rack. I've started my cream cheese on medium speed until it's nice and soft. And I'm going to start adding my icing sugar. A little bit at a time. To frost your cupcake, just add a large dollop to the center, like so. Start spreading it around, move it to the edges. And then making sure that you support your cupcake liner with your thumb. You can press your little spatula against it and just start flattening that all out. If you were to do it without your thumb there, you'll end up tearing that cupcake liner right off the cupcake. Just like that, really rough, nice and flat. Does not have to be perfect because we're covering most of that up. Next step is to make our buttercream, so I have my butter in there and I've beat it till soft, and I'm going to gradually add my icing sugar. And we want this to be a little bit stiffer than normal buttercream because we're going to make roses out of it. The 4 colours I've chosen to make for my floral wreath on my cupcakes. And it's all buttercream, and it's all been coloured using Americolor gel food colour. I have my flower nail here. I'm going to add a little bit of that buttercream on. I'm going to attach a small square of parchment paper. To make a ranunculus flower, I have no idea how to pronounce it. I'm going to do the same as the rose. So I'm going to build a little mound of buttercream, go around it. Ooh, that buttercream's getting too soft. And then rather than pointing upwards, you're kind of moving it at a, what's that, about a 130-degree angle, kind of, you just right above it, and you're making arches, again, and then going over those arches as if this were a rose, but you're not going to fan them out at all. So when you break it down, it's actually not that hard. I'm looking at all these photos and I'm like, oh my god, how am I going to do this? How do you make it? But I don't know, it's actually not that difficult. cook. Then as you get out towards the outer edge of the rose, you can lift it back up to a normal position. And just hide all that at the bottom. And then go over in arches as if you want to cover that middle section. And then over where these two intersect to another arch. This time you're moving away from the center. Now I'm starting to shape it upwards, and I'm not going to fan that out just yet. I'll keep going around. This is a very closed little rose. Just like that. And I'm also going to make little blossoms as well. Just the 5-petal kind. Buttercream flowers that have been resting in the freezer, and I'm just going to pop them strategically on my cupcake somewhere that looks ugly so I can cover it. And then a blossom on either side. Like so. And I'll go in with my number 2 tip. And I'll pipe just these little dots on top of each of those. I've got a piping bag and I've just made a little slit crossways. And these will help make a little leaves all around. So again, find the ugly spot on your cupcake. Apply your Ranunculus roses. 2 blossoms on either side. Thank you guys for tuning into this video tutorial, and I will see you next week.